news, and of course, the superstars, looking to always rise to that occasion, to capture the next golden ticket, the next opportunity. I began my journey in one of the most celebrated classes in WWE history. From my start until today, I've competed against some of sports entertainment's biggest superstars. Those who've defined generations of entertainment, culture, sport, those who electrified crowds, those who soared through the sky, those who helped me become better at knowing who I was and what I was made of. And, I did enjoy quite a bit of success, but with success comes setbacks. And I've done my fair share of celebrating, but many times I faced the agony of defeat. No one who has dedicated their entire life to WWE has been able to remain undefeated. But those words, that mantra to always try to be better, has reminded me to never give up. And in the end, I think I did all right. So while I'm honored that the good folks at 2K selected me to be their focus for the WWE 2K23 showcase, I was hoping to share some of that spotlight, some of the best superstars I've ever stood across a ring from on a number of very special nights. So, we prepared a list. During this time, we're going to relive the nights where these fine and sometimes not so fine superstars managed to get the better of it. Maybe there was some underhandedness, and maybe some rules were broken, and maybe simply I just wasn't the best superstar in the ring then. Regardless, through all these setbacks, I'd have to remind myself, never give up. These superstars and legends help tell the story of not only my career, but of the WWE for the last 20 years. And they deserve as much recognition and celebration as I've received for any of my accomplishments. They managed to defeat me at the highest levels on the biggest stages. So now, with you stepping into their shoes, I'm looking to get those wins back. You can do your best, try to follow the objectives, but I think it'll take me roughly 5 moves to have you staring up at the lights. So are you good enough to follow in their footsteps? Do you keep them receiving an attitude adjustment? Can you even see me? Because while these superstars are proven greats, and while you may be, I think only one thing is true. You can't beat me! Rob Van Dam, Mr. Monday Night, the whole effing show. Rob is an individual that showcased athletic ability and at the same time introduced the audience of sports entertainment to the word extreme. Rob beats to his own drum. His ability is second to none. What he could do in the air and his flexibility, it makes him one of a kind. And I think that theme song fits him very well. ECW One Night Stand in the famed Hammerstein Ballroom. The crowd was the best crowd I've ever performed in front of. They were all rooting for Rob Van Dam. The crowd was the show. We were just performing around them. This small group was so enthusiastic that it's a night I remember like it was yesterday. It was more than just Rob Van Dam versus John Cena. It was an underdog company versus the powerhouse that is WWE. It was something I've never experienced after that, and I don't know if I'll ever experience again. Even when it seems like the whole entire world is against you, if there was one fan still rooting for me in that crowd, I was going to fight for him. And I was going to fight for anyone cheering me on watching at home. Even in the most hostile environment, I wasn't going to abandon the people that had my back, and I was going to fight for them at ECW One Night Stand.
All right, that's it.
It happened so fast. I didn't find out till very late that I was, going to accept an open challenge with Kurt Angle. He is one of the most gifted and decorated superstars in WWE history. He prides himself on being in great condition, and he expects physically the best out of anybody he steps in there with. I wouldn't have had it happen any other way because I didn't have time to think about it. It was like, hey, you're doing this. When? You got 5 minutes. Kurt showed that even though I was ready to be in a WWE ring, I wasn't yet at the levels of the WWE's greatest superstars. But I was going to put in the work to get there as soon as I possibly could. Looking back on it now, 20 years later, I was trying to earn the respect of my peers when my focus should have been to earn the respect of the audience. And thank goodness I got a chance to learn that rather quickly. Here we're talking about a 20-year retrospective, and that doesn't happen without the first step. And I'm grateful to have such a demanding challenge. My thoughts on The Undertaker as an opponent. That's a luxury. He's the greatest. Or has to be included in that conversation, like tip of the spear. Is one of the very few that uses aura and mystique completely to his advantage in a very legitimate sense. Whether you get swept up in the moment or you just lose focus. He's someone that carries a certain aura about him, and it's undeniable. And I figured there wasn't a better statement than like, go after the one everybody thinks is the man, and that's The Undertaker. And don't do it like you did in your debut. Don't go up to him and shake his hand and say, thanks for saying I did great, sir. In the moment, it was awesome. But, looking back on it 20 years later, I went out there saying the one thing I have that Kurt Angle doesn't have, and then when someone of merit comes and shakes my hand, what do? Oh, thank you so much. Wonderful moment to participate in. Did nothing for me as a superstar. But the cool thing is I learned that and then kind of put it into practice in 2003. I remember talking a whole lot of trash about him on the lead up to this match. I had such a chip on my shoulder. I kind of had a rebirth, the hip-hop John Cena, the doctor of thugonomics. I thought I was gonna shock the world. That's how ready I was. Boy, was I wrong. So my confidence got to be arrogance, and that I was served a huge slice of humble pie. I had to face the music after talking a lot of trash and came up short.
Grab him, Mama. Wait, come on, one. Get off the damn floor. I got five. I got five.
So we talked about 2003, and let's fast forward a decade and a half. I'm kind of at a loss, and I hit a bit of a rough patch where I was kind of running out of options to participate in WrestleMania. I can't muster a win in the Rumble. The next opportunity I have, I squander. So with about a month to go, I was put in a corner of like, how do I get to WrestleMania? I came up with an idea to look to the one attraction that is associated with WrestleMania. WrestleMania is The Undertaker. If I could drum up enough interest from the WWE Universe, maybe this would be something that they'd want to see. And if they want to see it, I'm really not forcing myself on like, I get this opportunity just because I'm John Cena. So I went on TV and I called him out. No one had heard from The Undertaker. No one had seen The Undertaker. Nobody knew what The Undertaker's position was, whether he was going to show up or not. But every week, I would let the WWE Universe know, like, this is something you want to see, right? And overwhelmingly, they would let me know that it was. So this meeting, which was actually one of my favorite build-ups to a WrestleMania and one of my favorite WrestleManias of all time, happened out of desperation. The mystique of being in a WrestleMania ring with The Undertaker is special. And this one was a great story. I'll never forget this WrestleMania experience. I really won't. It was special to me because it was the first time in 15 to 20 years I got to watch WrestleMania as a fan. I always have to peek through the curtain. I got to go out and sit there. I could lose myself in the pageantry. I could lose myself in the event. And having that opportunity, that very rare opportunity, to see WrestleMania from both sides, from over the barricade and in the ring, and then when you're in the ring, being there with The Undertaker, that's what makes it absolutely unforgettable. There is no shame in losing to The Undertaker, especially at WrestleMania. I called him out, and I had to pay the price for it. But seeing the spotlight back on The Undertaker after he defeated me so quickly, that made it a whole lot easier to handle. approach legacy, I think Triple H has done it as good or better than anybody else. A name that must be considered in the greatest of all time. And his dedication to WWE, that puts him in a class by himself. Triple H and I have had some epic matches. I have developed, not by my choosing, the moniker of one of the most polarizing superstars in the history of WWE. I was new. I was brash. Yeah. People still really enjoyed the WWE the way it was. I was a beacon of change that they didn't want. When you introduce the cerebral assassin into that equation, Triple H, the game, he was very aware of the environment and how to poke the bear of the WWE universe to get them to really turn against me, to paint me in the light of like, this young kid doesn't have the ability that I have and doesn't belong here, and I hear you, you don't want him here. So allow me to use that as a psychological advantage when I go into these contests. WrestleMania 22, Triple H was the standard, and it was a proving ground for me. A lot of people questioned, do I belong? Fast forward to 2008, I think now you can view Triple H versus myself as an attraction, not an achievement. 2008 was, man, I can't miss this, because it is Godzilla versus King Kong. Thought I had his number. I tapped him out at WrestleMania with the whole world watching. Triple H showed me that even the greatest have to regroup and come back even better the next time around.
here is your winner, and still the WWE Champion, Triple